Bum 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum 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 bum. All right, time for some good news now, since the day has been filled with drama and disappointment and the ups and downs of modern life. So last Christmas, I was at a holiday party with a bunch of my coworkers. It was a white elephant gift party, and I'm cheap. I gave one of my coworkers a piece of slag from melting zinc. A little bit of background. I work with casting metals, mostly bismuth, zinc, lead, pewter sometimes. With bismuth, tin, and lead, you can generally recycle your slag, right? You put it all together and you add charcoal, and it's called a carbothermal reduction. Carbon will react with the oxides of bismuth, tin, and lead and give you the metal back, right? It doesn't work so well with zinc. It does, but it requires such a high temperature that it's above the boiling point of zinc. And so I don't even bother with the zinc slag. Zinc is very cheap. It's plentiful anyway. I keep it though, just in case I need it for anything else, right? And so last Christmas, so as a little bit of a practical joke, I gave like a lump of zinc slag, and I didn't think very much of it. I'm just cheap, and I was just talking to I forgot who even got it until today. My coworker says that he has it proudly on display. He's thinking about, since he's kind of moving and wants to downsize a little bit. He's thinking about regifting it at another white elephant this year, so it could be like a legacy that just keeps getting passed down and down. He asked me for some technical information just in case anybody asks. And funny thing is that it's like the only gift that anybody ever even remembers from that party. I think I got a bunch of kitchenware, which I gave away because I didn't have any use for it, and I didn't hear much spoken about the other gifts either. And so the only gift that survives this one year is a piece of zinc slag that I would have just recycled anyway, right? I'm not even sure where. I hate to throw any of that stuff out because I know that zinc is a non-renewable resource. I got to figure out what to do with it. But I got at least hundreds of tons of slag from melting zinc now. I mean, it's cheap, but it's still a non-renewable resource that I'll figure out what to do. Um, I don't hope to sell it or anything. I just want to put it to good use. What's really interesting is that most of the zinc I got from melting pennies, right? Uh, Technically, it's illegal to sell scrap metal from pennies. You're allowed to melt it for personal reasons. So now it's kind of a borderline situation, whether it's even legal or not for me to recycle that slag, right? But it's in such a shape that nobody would know where it came from, right? So I'd rather do the right thing for the environment and recycle it. But anyway, the cheapest gift, or the most exotic gift, I guess, from last year's party, the only one that survived the whole year, right? So but it just goes to show that of all these elaborate gifts, we could really put the meaning back into Christmas, right? By actually being creative with our gifts instead of being lavish, right? Although I was way too cheap, I didn't even want to give up any of the good stuff that I made. I gave a piece of slag. Can you believe? And it survived a year. This is the Peter Like Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum 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 bum.